I'm here late, but earlier than I was last week. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Hey, come on in, goddesses. Time for us to gather. Get your morning beverage. It's time for the goddesses to gather. Welcome, everybody. She's here. She made it. The alarm went off. She woke up. All right, come on, Ocean Kimmy. I know you're going to dance with me. I wasn't going to stand up, and I'm like, I'm ready. Hey, Miss Mystic. I almost said my Mystic. I don't know if I'm on beat. Grand Rising. How are you, Christina? Welcome. Hey, Bliss. Great Horizon. Hey. I'm a piano. South Africa. Woo. Okay, I got me a little workout in right there. Hey, Carrie. How are you? Welcome, sis. Y'all know I love me some dancing. Alrighty. Let's just, I didn't mean to turn it off. Oh, well. That was an abrupt end. I like to kind of fade it out on you all, but we just doing what we're doing. We're making it do what it do today, okay? I'm Tirra, your goddess guru, your sister friend, and I love helping women align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess-centered lifestyle. It's all about the women, all things goddess, all things women, women's empowerment, women doing what they want to do. Oh, come. How's everybody doing? Glad you all are here. Let's see here. Yes, Grand Rising Carrie. Oh, Sherelle. Hello, Sherelle. Welcome. Yay, everybody's here. So today what I want to do is we're going to talk a little bit about the astrology. We're going to talk a little bit. I did a reading for us. I'm going to pull some cards. I haven't pulled those yet. Y'all know I like pulling them, here on the set so we can all be awed together when it's like, now this is just coming together, these oracles. So we're going to do that. Let me tell y'all why I love doing these kinds of things. Personally, this is the number one reason why I do it. Personally, I gain so much from oracle readings, looking at the astrology. If you're like me, a Pisces, you can just be lost in life sometimes. And it's like, I need a direction. I need something that's going to help me. Today I was thinking I need to start creating special, I don't know, it's like maybe like a little ebook or something like that. Like how to survive a Saturn transit, but using things like philosophy, giving rituals. Right now I'm in the midst of a Saturn transit. And it can make you feel down. You could like Saturn can make you just be so sober and so serious. It could even lead you to a point where you feel a little bit depressed. I think that's one of the reasons I've been struggling. My sun, the sun is bright and shiny and it has this planet on it. Like, stop doing all that. We got this, and that to do. You need to stop being all inspirational and get real, right? Sometimes we need something to help lift us up. Sometimes we're free floating, sometimes we're just down and out. And astrology and oracle readings, even when they're tough, at least it gives you something to hold on to give you some guidance, some direction. That's one of the reasons I used to put on my graphics, may the oracle be your guiding light. That's why I love sharing wisdom. And that's what we're going to do here today. This is our midweek Inspired Goddess Morning Circle. And we're here gathering all the wisdom, but more than anything, we're gathering together and having a great time being with one another. Because when women get together, and I say, for the most part, we're good. I know we have our issues. Sometimes we don't get along. But when good women get together and care about one another, baby, magic happens. There is health, there is healing, there is power. And so I love us coming together and having a good time, especially in these kind of days and ages. Like sometimes it's hard to find your tribe who is into all this astrology stuff, goddess, Afro spirituality, Wiccan, all this stuff. You need to find people who think like you. And that's who we are. I always like to say we're a little bit of a band of misfits. Y'all represent who I feel I am. Gumbo, baby. We just put a little bit of this and a little bit of that from each one of us. And baby, gumbo is a delicacy down in the South. Okay. So happy that y'all are here. Minister Ocean Kimmy is having her Shango this morning. Does anyone else want to share? What are you sipping on? I'm just sipping on plain water because I was running late and I was like, I was too late last week. I got to be less late this week, and I'll be working on it next week too to be right on time. I typically don't like being late for anything, but for whatever reason, yeah. Maybe this is too early, but I'm not changing the time because if I change the time, it's just going to push things back. So, yeah, glad that y'all are here. Christina's sipping on peach crystal light this morning. All right. She's got the crystal light going back this morning. Awesome. So yeah, let us go on ahead and just take a few moments to gather. Oh, where are my manners? Hello, hashtag replay queens. How are you? I see you, girl. Welcome. Make sure you let us know what you're drinking too. And let us please stitch in. We're gonna stitch in. Okay. Let's see here. Mystic has the lemon water. Love it. I love lemon water. That's what I should have done, Mystic. That's what I should have done. Coffee. Now she needs water for the rest of the AM. Yeah, I haven't had my coffee yet, but we working on it, Bliss. We working on it. So enjoy your water. Okay, so we're just gonna go on ahead, if you would. Everybody, because y'all know it's not about me, it's about us. I'm needing everybody to call in all this good energy into our circle this morning. So if you would, just in your own way, call it into this virtual sacred circle. We're calling in the energies of the north, the south, the east, and the west. We're calling in the ancient mothers, all of the goddesses from time memorial. Our ancestral mothers, we call you in. We thank you. Thank you for letting us stand on your shoulders. We send you light, we send you love and healing for your womb, wherever it needs healing. We give thanks for our paternal ancestors, our masculine ancestors. Just be here, surround us, guide us with Herakuti Ogun, calling the warrior energy in to surround and protect us as we work our magic here in this sacred circle. May the only thing that happened for us today be for our highest and our greatest good. And we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh. So we're going to stitch in this morning. And when you stitch in, I just ask you to say, what is your name? Type in your name and what you're bringing into circle. I am Tirra. I have to be honest. I'm bringing in, first of all, you don't have to be all happy-go-lucky. I'm bringing in equanimity. I'm bringing in equanimity this morning. And I am bringing in happiness for being here. Okay. So that is our candle. I look forward to hearing what you are stitching in with. I am Ocean Kimmy, and I'm bringing in joy. I love it. I am Christina, and I'm stitching in with patience and motivation. Awesome. Ashe. Oh, hi, TJ. Morning. Morning, morning. Glad you are here. Okay. So today, I am largely inspired by this experience that I'm having. I have a lot of Saturnian energy going on in my life right now, which Saturn, I love the energy of Saturn because Saturn is grounding, it is practical, it helps you come up with a plan. And, someone mentioned patience. When you have that patience, Saturn is all about doing that hard work. It's like taking these tried and true steps to get to where you want to go. You will be successful and you're able to hold on to it. But it does require time and patience with Saturn. But it's such a realistic planet, that and it's very sobering. It's the energy of Sekert, which I know I need to make that video talking about Sekert. And Sekert is considered in the Egyptian system that I study to be the killjoy. It's a killjoy energy. Here I am, Sun in Pisces, Jupiter, which is the planet of inspiration, in my first house, and I got a lot of killjoy energy going on. It feels odd. But I do love Saturn because Saturn is so close in my astrology to my moon that it's always there. It's always influencing how I feel. It's interacting with my Jupiter. But it does make me feel a little bit different from who and what I am. And so I kind of feel like I'm having this moment that I think is going to be helpful for everybody. Because to a certain degree, when we get in our early 50s, part of the goal is to start becoming an elder. Saturn is the sign of the elder. And it has this immovable energy. It you cannot really shake Saturn energy. First of all, it's about cycles. So it's been around these cycles a number of times, and it just gets to a place where you can't move it to the right or to the left. When you have this energy early on in life, it's a little hard because it doesn't match youthful energy. It matches elder energy. And when we get older, when we have Saturnian transits, they are easier to handle because we've been around, these cycles a number of times. And so, one of the things that I have accepted, because I do love studying things by Afro people, women. I have really been struggling with why am I so into Stoicism? But I'm like, oh, this makes complete sense. So if you ever go through a Saturnian transit, or if you have strong Saturnian energy, Stoicism is something that might serve you well. And it's all about understanding like how to just be with what's happening and accept it. I wrote down a quote this morning. I'm going to create a graphic and post it. But I really loved this quote that someone gave of Marcus Aurelius. I want to share this with you all. Where did I type it? I put it in my diary. It says, here is the rule to remember in the future. When anything tempts you to be bitter, don't think this is a misfortune, but instead think to bear this worthily is good fortune. And so I just feel like right now, something that I think is beneficial to us all in the world that we currently live in is to look at how much everything is working for you, even the things that are difficult, hard, and trying. And so I want to talk a little bit today about equanimity, and we're going to do an equanimity practice. I remember going through this practice because this energy of Saturn it creates this groundedness. Saturn is about stability. It is like this energy where it's like you can just stay the course no matter what the times look like, no matter how the times feel. So I do want to talk about that just a little bit. So yeah, let me see who is here. Ah, this is good. I'm TJ and I'm stitching in with tenacity. TJ's got Capricorn energy. But that is Saturnian energy. Look at this. Now I hadn't even looked at everything that's been said. But a lot of these quotes are coming in just like last week, already reflecting what I had said I was going to talk about and did not tell you that I was going to talk about this. Mystic, I am Storm and I'm stitching in with discipline and devotion. Discipline is this energy of Saturn. Okay. And right now, to me, that is like the best energy. I remember when I first got into astrology, this is so interesting. I'm at I'm at my reverse nodal return for the astrology of me becoming an astrologer. When I first found astrology, the nodes were reversed. The north node was in Virgo and the south node was in Pisces. And I remember when I found it, my question was, why are people who are spiritual not talking about what's going on in the world? I need some guidance. I need some direction. And this time around, I feel the same way. It's like, who do I look to when I'm struggling, when I'm having questions about what's going on? And for me, there's certain answers that don't work. I'm thinking deeply about this thing, or I don't know. Maybe I have a lot of questions, and it's just kind of like, who's going to help me to answer them? And that's where I am right now. It's like, who's helping me figure out what it is I need to do? And it is this energy that is coming up for me right now around stoicism. I forgot where I was going with that, but anywho, this discipline energy. Oh, the energy of the elder. That's what Storm made me think about. The energy of the elder that is this Saturnian energy. And what is it that's going to help us survive? Because that was my question 9 years ago. How am I going to survive this time? What do I need to do? And this energy of be disciplined, focus on what you can change. Focus on what you have power over. That is what you want to do. You want to do it day in and day out. And as we do that, it kind of is like that the Karate Kid when Mr. Miyagi had him wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, and whatever the other words that he used. Because initially, I mean, eventually it programmed him. It became who he was. Like when someone, I think it was Mr. Miyagi, went to throw a punch at him, his arm just immediately like waxed off or waxed on, right? So having that discipline right now, having that solidity that I'm going to stay the course and I'm going to focus on what I have the power to work on, because this energy of Saturn is a little bit about your inner power and what you have the power to do, and tapping into the power within. So discipline, yes, 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 and devotion. Devotion, I lean towards Yemonja and the moon, but Saturnian people are devoted. They're not going to give up on what they're doing. I am bliss and I'm stitching in with motivation and focus. I love that. It's just determination that I'm hearing from everybody this morning that is fascinating me, because I'm like, I'm just going to come in and share what I feel spirit is telling me to share. And y'all are already in tune. I love it. Finding motivation this week is a bit hard. I just don't wanna. I get that. I don't know, but this energy has been so strange. My mind and body is all over the place. I know I need to go to the water and get grounded because, man, this energy is too much at time. Yes. Yes, 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 bliss. Where am I? Oh, here we are. Um, yeah, that is what I love. And again, it has been really challenging me to be, I'm just like all into stoicism. I'm like, I can't get enough of studying stoicism right now. But I just said, you know what? When you got a Saturn transit going on, you're going to have to listen to the Stoics. Or at least for me, I am. But this is where that discipline is coming in. Now, I will say, Bliss, you do have quite a bit of Virgo energy, and it can make you feel a little bit, if you're a Virgo right now, you may feel out of sorts. And it really and truly is having practices that help you to get anchored, you know? So, yeah, yeah. Okay, see, you just said that. Yeah, you have the Virgo placements. Yeah. So definitely when y'all come here, I have been thinking about setting up a Q&A. So I'm going to get that done because I do want to answer questions to the best of my ability. If I don't know the answer, I'm going to tell you I don't know what the answer is. I might be able to do a reading to see if the oracle can give me something. But I do feel that the universe is providing answers for me right now. So as much as I get, I will share with you all. And yeah, I will share with you all. So I am Barbara, and I'm stitching in with ancestral wisdom and strength. Oh, now that feels good. And I do feel like that is very connected to this Saturnian energy that I am bringing to you all today. Yes, Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi. Kung Fu equals bitter work. You're right. I didn't know that. That is Saturnian, bitter. Things that are bitter, that is that is Saturnian energy. Mhm. Yes, Jackie Chan came later. Okay, yeah, I need to do something about that. So there is something I made this recording last maybe summer or something like that. I need to post that for you all. I love that bliss. Yes, the tug and pull between Pisces and Virgo is amazing. So, what I want to do today is an equanimity practice. And so, I just want to tell you a little bit about equanimity because when I was going through a very hard time in 2022, 2023, equanimity brought me so much peace. So, I just want to give you a little definition. It's the ability, equanimity is the ability to maintain your calm or maintain your inner peace regardless of what's going on in the world around you. So it doesn't matter if the environment is noisy and chaotic, if there's a frustrating experience, the ability to stay calm, to maintain that inner peace, to not react with frustration, anger, or hatred, but just keeping our balance. This is equanimity. All right. And I want you to think of someone who has this quality of equanimity. It could be whoever. What you want to do is think about a person who's able to keep a level head or maintain calmness under pressure. That would be my husband, Craig. Craig never, you're not going to see him get excited, nothing. Immediately, he gets calm, quiet, zoned in. He's just taking it all in. Okay. And one of the reasons that it's so important to think about people who are able to, who have this quality of equanimity is because they can help you conjure up that feeling of equanimity, is having inner balance. And sometimes one of the best things, well, all the time, I believe, is modeling. It's important for us to model ourselves after people who have qualities that we desire, because then that helps us to be able to bring those on. Okay. So you could also think of equanimity as not reacting to anything with craving or aversion, but just observing what's going on. And for some people, that's enough. They can just remind themselves when it's hectic and it's chaotic, they can bring up this quality of equanimity easily. It's just a natural way of doing that. And in mindfulness, we use what are called phrases. And sometimes when we are in a mindfulness practice, we will use a phrase to keep our minds focused on what's going on because our minds will just go everywhere, just like what Bliss is talking about while we are dealing with the while we're practicing. And so we might say something like, for me, a lot of times when I find my mind is really just going amok while I'm in my mindfulness practice, I will just say inhale on when I inhale and exhale. It's like it gives my mind something to focus on so it's not all scattered. And so it's similar to that. In equanimity, our equanimity practice, you can use a phrase something like, right now, it's like this. Right now, it's like this. Or you could say, this is how it is right now. All right. And when we do this, what we're doing is cultivating an acceptance of the present moment as it is. And it helps to just bring this, to me, it brings that inner calm. And that inner calm helps me to understand maybe this is something I need to do. Maybe this is something I need to focus on. Maybe it's not. Maybe I hear the actual step I need to take. So, this is one of the reasons I love this. We want to cultivate the ability to notice what's going on without reacting with craving or aversion. And so we're going to do some mindful breathing and practice this equanimity because I want you all to take this out into the world with you, okay? So if you would just go on ahead and put yourself in a comfortable position, and you want to go on ahead and take a few deep breaths. You want to just take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Taking another deep breath in through your nose. Slow, deep breath out through your mouth. And now, what I want you to do is, I want you just to tune into the feeling of your body, noticing anything in your body, any sensations that may be there. Tune in and just scan that body really quickly. Another way to really tune in is to just notice what it feels like to be seated where you are, or if you're standing, what is it like to what do your feet feel like pressed against your shoes or the floor? And I want you just to notice your breath, the rising and the falling. And in this practice, we set the intention to practice acceptance of whatever arises in this meditation and to not react to anything with aversion, judgment, craving. Just allow things to be as they are. Continuing to take those deep breaths in and exhaling, remembering we're not reacting, but just observing and paying attention. Keeping your inner peace, your inner balance. And whenever you notice that your mind is getting lost in thought, just gently acknowledge it, not judging it, just letting it be, bringing your attention and your awareness back to your breath. And we're going to practice the phrase, using the phrase a couple of times. And you could just say this in your mind. Right now, it's like this. Whatever arises in your mind, there's no need to react to it. Just use the phrase. Right now, it's like this. If you're noticing your mind is very distracted, you could even say, distracted mind. right now. It's like this. For me, I'm noticing grief. And so I can say, grief right now. It's like this. If you're noticing restlessness or anxiety, just bring it to your attention and acknowledge it. Ah, right now, it's like this. If you feel pain in the body, you could even use it for that, just to acknowledge it. Pain right now. It's like this. Beautiful. We can just say to the world right now, it's like this. Whatever is coming up, it's like this right now. Just breathing in deeply and slowly as we bring our practice to a close. Beginning to move your body. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I would love to know, what was that practice like for you? I would like to end our practice with the serenity prayer. God, Goddess, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I hope that you enjoyed that. Oh, okay. So we're going to look at the astrology next. Also, if y'all would always, like to ask if you would give the video a like. It's making a big difference and helping with the channel. We shouldn't be about likes and clicks, all that, but in views. But at the end of the day, it does help me to know that people appreciate what I'm doing. And that's one of the ways that y'all let me know, hey girl, keep going, keep going. This is great stuff here. I've gotten so many nice messages here lately, like, Tyra, we know you're struggling and thank you for everything that you're doing. It really kind of really touches my heart quite a bit. So I found a lot of anxiety. This too shall pass. I like that one. This too shall pass. We have the um, well, this too shall pass. Very, very good. India Ari. I was trying to think of her name. That's a very good song to listen to right now. I think it was India Ari that who I'm thinking about. So let's look at what we have going on in the astrology. I haven't done the monthly astrology yet. Oh, I want to see if I can find. Hold on one second. I want to see if I can pull up pictures from my son's. Let me see here. Oh, he had his art show on. He had his art show on. Well, it was the art show opening. His senior art show. He's a student. And he is a studio art major, and they have to do an art show. And so, yeah, I was kind of caught up with that this past week because my older son came into town, but these are the prints. He has really taken to printmaking since he's been there, and he hasn't really thought he was that good at painting, but everybody keeps telling him, "No, you good at painting." And my oldest son flew in to be a part of the show. Um, yeah, this is my sister-in-law. She probably would go crazy if she knew she's on YouTube. I forgot what pictures I put here. But yeah, this is kind of a pan out. He had two other paintings as a part of it. Let me see. Do I have them up here? There's one. I think he put up about 500 of these prints, and he said that they were in a particular order. Whoo! So yeah, that's what I've been kind of focused on, and just hadn't been able to, it was a lot going on. My little neighbor, I've known her since she was a little baby, got married on Saturday. Her mom came to our house about 2 weeks ago, and she was like, "Taita," she's from Mexico. "You've got to come, you've got to come. I want you to be there." But they had only known that, she gave like 2 weeks notice. We're getting married in 2 weeks. So they got married on Sunday. And so I went to that, and so I haven't had the chance to get the actual uh monthly astrology done. But let's look at what's going on. Let's look at what's going on. Let's look at what's going on. Wealth rising. Yes. Thank you. Thank y'all. Ah, thank y'all. I appreciate you so much. Okay. All right. So um let's see here. What is the day? The 5th. Mercury sextile Pluto. Okay, so first of all, Venus has gone retrograde. We are deep in Venus retrograde. Now, this Venus retrograde is one that happened about 8 years ago, so it's continuing a cycle from 8 years ago. You might want to think about that. And she's retrograding in 2 signs. She started in Aries, and she's going to retrograde back to Pisces. And I really do think that this Venus retrograde, and of course, Mercury goes retrograde on the 15th. I think that these are in place because there is a shift. It's inevitable. There's no way anyone doesn't know something is changing. When we hear people talk about, and this is on the world level, the post World War II order is now shifting thanks to the government of the United States. But astrologically, something is shifting because we have Neptune and Saturn getting ready to move into Aries. And it is unprecedented the way this is happening. Okay. And they're going to go across that 29th degree of Pisces over that 0 degrees of Aries, which is like the reset button on the astro wheel. When you push that Aries button, something is changing. Okay. Some new beginning is happening. That's the world reset button. And Venus and Mercury just so happen to be going retrograde at the same time, going over those degrees that Neptune is doing first, and then Saturn is going to come through in May. They're both going to go back into Pisces, Neptune and Saturn, and then they're going to both come back. 3 transits across 0 degrees of Aries. There's something up. Okay. So I really think that they are helping us to understand, what does this reset mean for us? Because these are personal planets. What does this reset mean for us? And it could have been something 8-ish years ago for this Venus retrograde. So I encourage you to really pay attention. Maybe you began to see something that was happening. And I know I probably sound like a broken record, but it can't be overstated in astrology. You really and truly have to kind of look back in order to kind of understand where you are in the cycle. Like, what loop are you in the cycle? So look back to the end of January through February. It was bringing up some topics for you. And Mercury's doing the same thing, but Mercury started actually March 1st with its pre-retrograde phase. And yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting Venus retrograde. For some people, it will be about relationships, money, your appearance, maybe something around manifestation. I think the thing that's going to be consistent is something around worth, value, the ability to call into your life what you want. I think it's definitely going to be everybody looking at that. But specifically, what that is going to be based on your own astrology. So I encourage you, write it down. What's happening right now? What's coming up for you? Aries is the body. So it could be lots of talk about the body, looking at the body, thinking about the body, valuing the body, just any topics around your body, moving the body, health and wellness. I think that there's this deep healing that a lot of us will be experiencing with this Venus retrograde and this Mercury retrograde because it goes into the subconscious mind. It's also in the body that they are focused on, along with this Neptune and this Saturn. So we're officially in Venus retrograde. I'm going to tell y'all the one thing that is very odd. I am not a pet person. I'm just not. It's just not. I wasn't raised up with pets. And yeah, it's just not me. And every time I have a Venus retrograde, I think I got my dog during Venus retrograde. It was pre me knowing astrology. But anywho, we got our dog and I did not want the dog. My husband and my sons wanted the dog, but I have always been the one who has to care for this dog. And every Venus retrograde, my dog gets on my last nerve. And it took me a minute to kind of figure out me and the Venus retrograde and the dog. And this time I was like, all right, I know what I need to do. I know what he does that really irks me. And so I need to do everything I can to make sure that it doesn't get to that point. And I watched a video the other day of this lady with her dog, and it was like the lady and the dog were like best friends. And the dog runs up and he's just listening to her. And I'm like, I want to be like that with my dog. And for some reason, this Venus retrograde, I'm not into petting dogs and stuff like that, holding dogs, holding cats. We've had cats. I'm not into any of that. But here lately, I'm like, oh, I love my dog. And my Venus is in Aries, which has to do with dogs. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is the chance. Maybe this is the moment where I will kind of be that dog person, sort of. Never will that dog sleep in the bed with me. I don't judge people for that. He can forget that though. Ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen. But anywho, I want you to pay attention to what's really standing out for you. Who's solar return? Oh, yes. Oh, wow. He has a solar return and he's getting into that Saturn return. Happy birthday to your son. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Your cat's been on edge. Yes, sweet doggy. I wish that I was like that. I really do. It's not me. Now, a little baby, I'm all in. Okay, so this is an important one because it's a conjunction and it's going to happen more than once. Mercury is conjuncting Neptune, which once a year Mercury conjuncts Neptune. No biggie. That's not a big deal. Every conjunction it's like they're in the sky together. So I'll just show you. Oh, that already happened. So yeah, I'm kind of moving forward today. Because sometimes when people use too much astrology terminology, it's irritating to people who don't know all this terminology. So a conjunction means that you see they're right there together. They're not conjunct today, but just imagine Mercury was on the 29th degree. Neptune is on the 29th degree. That was a rough time last year, y'all. Neptune on that 29th degree. I was like, I'm not happy with Neptune on the 29th degree. But anywho, Mercury was with Neptune, and this is going to happen again. I think 2 more times. And so it's a beginning And it's like a triple new beginning because it's going to happen 3 times. Mercury is the mind, Neptune is the universe. It's like the connection to the great divine energy. Um Mercury is communication, Neptune is creativity. Mercury is also, it's about this ability to communicate. Neptune is intuition. So I think it could be bringing this high level of intuition. And I can tell y'all, I done got some downloads since Sunday. I was worn out on Sunday at that wedding. Woo, they wore me out, y'all. Woo. I thought the wedding was at 5. They were like, "No, we're just serving dinner at 5." I'm like, "Oh my God. The wedding is until 6:30." Oh my gosh. Anywho, we had the sun square Jupiter. So that's this energy that's kind of like challenging you to open yourself up, trying to crack open. People are bringing in this motivation. So maybe people really felt this energy of that on Sunday. And then Mercury went into Aries. So, it's getting deeper into Aries. It's going to stop at the 9th degree of Aries, and then it's going to start retrograding. So it's getting closer and closer and closer. Aries is this energy about taking action. And so, we're getting to that point. Because even the sun is going to be there soon. And it's like, take action. Let's go. Let's go. You talk about now bliss, Mercury and Aries, it can really have your mind go, 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 go. It can have it moving, because Aries is energy and it's very impulsive. So Mercury being there could make the mind move that way. But it also has you focused on, okay, like what action do I need to take? And maybe it's the action that you're going to do during Mercury retrograde. And it's also like what kind of, like, you're thinking about all the things you need to do about your body. So that's something else that could be coming up with Mercury in Aries also. And so now here we are with Mercury sextile Pluto. So once we start getting into the pre-retrograde phase, every time you see that planet interacting with another planet, it is significant. It is significant because Mercury is going to meet Pluto 2 more times. This is the first time Mercury is meeting Pluto. What is this all about? Well, Pluto has to do with empowerment and transformation. So maybe some people are getting this transformation of the mind. Pluto is in Aquarius, which is very social. Mercury is a social planet. So maybe it's kind of like social activism. Maybe we'll hear more about that in the world. This is also the energy of innovation, but it's kind of like you're getting closer, or you got to do some work to really see, like, what is the most innovative thing I could do, for whatever it is that you're working on. Mercury, again, is the mindset. And so Pluto it can help to cleanse and purge and clear that mind. This would be welcome. A sextile is welcome. And it's definitely taking action on your goals, taking action to become gainful. These are things that this Mercury sextile Pluto will help you with. Maybe the other thing too is you need some support, and Mercury sextile Pluto will have you realize, "Oh, I need to get some help with this," right? We shouldn't be trying to do everything by ourselves. On Saturday, we're going to have the sun trine Mars, and I love that. So I'm just going to say Friday the 7th, March 7th, 8th, and 9th. That could feel like a great time. Energy, inspiration. Christina, you might feel like you can get quite a bit done with this one. Now it might have you revisiting something, because y'all have to remember Mars has just come out of being retrograde. So it's retracing its steps in Cancer. So maybe there's something about family or the home. Maybe something about your ancestors. Someone mentioned ancestors today, Barbara. Maybe it's something about the ancestors is going to come up, working with the ancestors, getting a message from the ancestors. Or something about emotionally everyone might feel so good at this time. All right. But it does confer energy whenever the sun is operating with Mars. It can confer energy, but it might give you energy around self care. Like you just really want to take care of yourself. Last little bit about that. I love that transit because they're both in water signs, and it's just going to keep this intuitive energy heightened. And it's like maybe you'll get an intuitive download about what action you need to take next. All right. Oh my goodness. March 11th. That is such a special day. Does anyone know what March 11th is? Oh, oh my goodness. Oh dear me. It's my birthday. So March 11th, we're going to have Mercury conjunct Venus, and I'll be 55. I'll be 55. It's amazing to be at this age. I'm like, "Huh, I'm 55," and I'm like, "Wow, this is a cool place to be. I'm okay with being 55. Double double, baby, double nickels." Mercury conjunct Venus. I am sure this has already happened once. I think this is the seems like when I did my master class. So, y'all, I invite y'all to join my membership, my Soul Alchemy membership. I keep meaning to put it in the description box. I'll drop the link. But if you're watching on replay, it's going to be in the description box. I think I had to even stop to go find when did Mercury conjunct Venus before. I thought it had already happened, but maybe I'm just a crazy lady. Anywho, this is not the last time they're gonna connect or conjunct. They're meeting in the sky. They're gonna be right there together on my birthday. I'm like, oh my gosh, what does this mean? But we are really and truly getting in this position. Like I think my focus on Saturn, even though this is not a Saturnian transit, what makes it Saturnian is this slow energy. Venus is retrograde, which means she's slow. Mercury is slowing down to retrograde. So I think that this could give you a great opportunity to really see things as they are, or to really it's going to give you some time to be more intentional and to really think. And there is something new that needs to begin, but you won't see it unless you slow down and really pay attention to this transit. They're also conjuncting in Aries, which means that it's going to be giving you some new idea that perhaps you're going to take down the road. So I want y'all to really stay open to what's coming to you at that time. It may not be time to take action at that moment, but you'll take it on down the road. So definitely some creative something really coming through. Yeah. Mm, let me see that. Where are we? Toth. Ah, you talked to Toth. Um, People raised in the South are different about pets. Uh, I wish I felt that way. I got a lot of people. I know so many people down here who love, love, love their pets, and they are very Southern and Black. But I wasn't raised up with them. I had my mom got a cat when I was like 16. So I think that's a little bit of why I'm that way. Yes. Oh, missing your fur baby. I don't judge anybody. Anybody who sleeps with their pet, I don't care, because I think pets are healing and I think that they are healthy. I'm just saying my dog needs to understand we getting closer, but we're not gonna get that close. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Yes, 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 yes. Give you pets, hard pass on kids. We would make a great team. I'm like, Christina's got the pets, I've got the babies. I have a weakness for babies. I really do. I guess I'll go on ahead and talk about the Sun conjunct Saturn also. That's a really big one right there. I mean, right now the Sun is going to conjunct Saturn all the time, but it's just so much going on in Pisces that I think this is a very significant time where the Sun is meeting Saturn in the sky. And this is it for Pisces. Next year, when the Sun comes back through, Saturn is going to be in Aries. So this is the last time they're going to conjunct in Pisces for 30 years or so. But Saturn, like I said, is always about success. So I want y'all to open yourselves up to this is like a renewal. You get to renew being successful. And right now with Saturn and Pisces, it's all about being successful from the inside out. Okay. So the Sun is going to definitely be illuminating. Maybe it's a plan or something that you need to follow. It could help to really illuminate that. But it's definitely starting a new cycle. And if there's like some big plan that you want to put into place, even if it's not like you're starting to take action around it, revisit the plan, see is there any like creative thought that's coming to you, some type of inspiration maybe that is coming to you about that plan. Where do you want to be successful? This is a place that can help you to, or a transit that can help you to be successful. And I tell you what, this is a transit of equanimity, you know? This is a transit of equanimity. So that's what I have for that. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? I think that's all I have for the astrology. Let's see here. You like both. Yes, I like people's pets, to be honest with you. I like pets. I'm just not the one that's gonna be touchy, touchy, huggy, huggy. I think I remember talking to y'all last year about how I used to have a serious fear of dogs. And it still comes up in me or whatever. But yeah, you get a pet, you'll feel better about pets. Okay, so everybody, I would like to do a reading. I'm going to use my Mythical Goddess Tarot deck. This is one of my tried and true. I'm sorry, Morgan. This one was like, you can run, but you can't hide. The other tarot, the black tarot smoked you. I'm about to smoke you. It's interesting, the first card that I pulled, though. Oh, let me put my little banner up. So it's easy to know when I'm doing what. Okay, let's try this one. Interesting. Okay, so the first card that I pulled, in the spirit of keeping Tyra in check, I pulled the failure card. And what is this card? It is Saturn in Taurus. That's why I was like, Storm told me, just keep going. You can't get away. Okay. So Saturn, again, we were talking about Saturn today. My focus was on Saturn. It says Saturn in Taurus, a majestic tree has withered and died, a thing of beauty, never able to thrive and bear fruit. In a climate of smog and concrete, the life cycle failed before it could come fully into form. There are times in life when relationship cycles and cherished endeavors are aborted, never to come into being, regardless of how much labor and love have nurtured it. Release your attachment to what could have been. It is essential to now face your failures. Let them go and move on. Now, that's a good one. That's a good one. Stop beating yourself up about failures. Open your eyes to new opportunities before you. That's one of the things that the Stoics talk about, and that is living in the present moment, which is not just the Stoics, but since I'm into Stoicism and Saturn right now, it's all about living in the present moment. You know, the past, we can learn from it. There's definitely, when we think about the Odu O'Shea, O'Shea says turn the wound into wisdom, right? But we got to just live with the wisdom. So I just ask you, what are you holding on to right now? What are you beating yourself up from the past? It's over. All you have is right now. Living too far into the future, it does not help you with what you have right before you right now. And there's a weight that comes when we are living in the past, and it's like an anchor, can't even move forward. So I just encourage you to release anything that you're holding on to in the past and bring yourself into the present moment. Right now, it's like this. Right now, it's like this. The thing that happened in the past, it happened. But right now, it's like this. Another thing about Saturnian energy is it represents death. It is a part of it's like the cycle of life, and part of the cycle of life is death. It's the elder, which is what I told you. And I want you to just, take that moment, again, I've been studying a lot of stoicism. I think one of the phrases is momentous mori or something like that. It's like you have to remember one day you will die. And my thing is this, take advantage of life as it is because it is precious. Because one day we will die. And being anchored to the past or being too far into the future, it doesn't allow us to live life fully. And you can't even see the opportunities that lie before you if you are not in the present moment, living in other, time zones in your mind, on your timeline. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now? What happened? What did I do? I don't know. I hope that y'all heard all of that. This computer being locked, connected to my phone is nice and annoying at the same time because I had no idea, but my phone did something and it alerted me that maybe something was wrong with my microphone. Okay, I love this one. I love this one. This is Ishel. She is the moon goddess of the Mayan people. She's the goddess of creativity, fertility, and healing medicine. The goddess of childbirth and flowing waters. A young lady in my life just had her baby last night. Oh my gosh. Anywho, the many-faceted Ishel is fiercely independent and the very origin of life. And she is making her presence known to you through your intuitive knowing, your prayers and dreams. She is sending you messages that must be heeded. So we've been talking about the how intuitive everything is right now. Okay. So continue to stay open to that intuition. Mm. Pay attention as Ishel calls forth your cellular memory from your subconscious into the light of your conscious mind. As you take time for deep reflection, many mysteries will be revealed to you. Oh, okay. Thank you, Just Bliss. Let the information that surfaces assist you in making choices that honor the depths of who you are. She is the energy of Pisces. Pisces, which is, we talked about Pisces today. So there we go, ladies. There we go. There we go. Straight no chaser. Mm-mm-mm. Got a sister humbled. Humbled. Woo. Taurus, yeah. Yes. My cousin and her daughter early this morning. She now has 3 under 3. Mm. Some women are destined for that kind of thing. I really do believe every mother is born to have the number of kids that she's born to have with the spacing that they have. Whoo, congratulations. That's what I should be saying. I just see 3 under 3 and I'm like, so basically she got triplets. Oh, I love this last one because it feels it's not Scorpio, but it feels scorpionic to me. Okay. This one is the mother of fire, and she is all about regeneration. She's affiliated with Sagittarius. So it says the mother of fire is the Kundalini goddess of power, the embodiment of regeneration by fire. Well, we do have quite a bit going on in fire right now. She brings the rising Kundalini force that lights up the cells and transmutes the DNA into purified wholeness. So there's some spiritual awakening happening. I can tell you, I had something happen for me this morning that something came to me today that I was just like, I never in my life believed this is what I would be getting from spirit. And I did a reading to confirm it because I was like, I need to confirm this. So yes, Kundalini. It's all about that awakening, okay? Her flame of renewal brings healing and new form on earth. She comes to you at this time of your life when regeneration is needed on your sacred path to wholeness. Open to her restorative fire of primal creation and witness the renewal of your entire being. She will regenerate your vitality and revive your will, returning you to completeness and power. And those two words, completeness and power, connect her to Saturn. Saturn is all about completion. And like I said, it is to a certain degree connected to our inner power. So yeah, that regeneration. I want us to open ourselves up to being regenerated over this next week because well, when is that full moon? I'm just like, oh my gosh, when is the full moon? Oh, it's on Friday. Okay, we got a little time. I got a little time. But I feel like that full moon is something about this energy of regeneration. You know, Virgo is a sign of health. It wants to fix problems and stuff like that. We're already feeling that energy. And there's a lot of habits that people need to let go of. It's a lot of things in people's lifestyles that need to change. I'm just telling you what Virgo means. And the South Node is in Virgo. And, you know, Virgo is also about health. And so I just think that there's this one big regeneration that's happening. You know, I talked about how things are really slowed down right now. We're not speeding ahead. We're not barreling ahead. And so, yeah, wow. Woo! That felt kind of heavy hitting. So for all of my, do I have any spiritual business ladies out there? I need to, I'm working to get more organized, but I told you I've had an intense last few days. So I need to tell y'all about anyone who is interested, has a business, or maybe you're thinking about starting a business. Maybe you just need some business inspiration. I am a part of the Biz Magic Summit. And it's a summit for intuitive entrepreneurs. This is Megan. She is the one who is hosting the summit. And it's divided into 3 days: profitable, ethical, and fun. And I put up a little ad. If you want to check out that video, I put up a little ad. But it's kind of like for people who want to do magic and use spirituality, have a more soft way of doing business is how I'm going to describe it. I'm talking about retrogrades. Even I forget and need reminders about don't start stuff during retrogrades. Don't do nothing during retrogrades. Because, baby, sometimes we just be doing whatever. Okay. So, anywho, I want to invite y'all to join us in that. I would really appreciate it if you would even just give it a look. If you even have an inkling of thinking you want to do business. A lot of this is good for business online, but you know, if you want to bring more magical stuff into your business, spirituality, that kind of thing. Okay, let me put this back up here. Oh, okay, I still have the oracle reading. And I dropped the link in the chat, but I will also put it in the description box. I'm working on getting more and more organized. It's part of my Saturnian journey right now, fam. Part of my Saturnian journey. Okay, so I want to share with you all the Odu that I got for us. The Odu that I pulled is called Irosun, which I don't know why I keep pulling this. I mean, I said my prayers, I shook up the little cowrie shells in my hand, and I cast them. All right. And I got Irosun. So maybe it's just for me and y'all don't need this, but maybe somebody will benefit from this because this is like my main Odu for right now. And let me just double check my screen. Okay. So let me just tell y'all a little bit about this Odu. Number one, over this next week, what we want to do is work with our ancestors. Now, we talked about that equanimity is all about bringing in that balance, that inner balance, because this says working with your ancestors brings in balance or helps you maintain a sense of balance and perspective with and within the universe. Cautious behavior is indicated. Each step is critical. So taking things step by step ensures safe passage and blessings. I'm going to put on here like Saturn. Because that is definitely like Saturn. I want to get something else. Oh, let's see here. I want to see who speaks through this Odu. Oh, it's Shango. I knew that. It's Shango, Eshu, and the Agun. This is Meridine Lagoon for people who know. If you don't know Meridine Lagoon, don't worry about it. But this is like Saturn. Eshu, Shango, Agun. Agun are ancestors. But this is Saturn, step by step. Each step is critical. Taking things step by step. That is also Saturn. Careful reflection is needed as you move forward. What do you need to carefully reflect on? Do you see it already? Or as you go through the week, take that moment. Careful reflection all week, okay? This Odu says remain true to form. When you feel like things are not going your way, you may even feel like people or your environment are betraying you. You have to remain true to form. You have to be your true self. Who is that speaking to? Okay, me. But if there's anyone else, I kind of feel like somebody needed that right there. Okay. Expansion and growth are indicated in order to avoid pitfalls of selfish and short-sighted behavior. So make sure that you are looking at your wisdom texts. Do you have a growth mindset? How can you allow something to stretch you? Can you lean into the stretch? Logic and common sense should be one's traveling companion on the journey. All right. So I balance logic and common sense with my intuition. And sometimes I do it by doing a reading. It's like, let me just do a reading to make sure, I'm double checking myself. So that is the energy of, or that's the Odu for today. The Odu is out of Nigeria. I probably should have said that in the beginning. It's out of Nigeria. So that's the Odu for today. You started your wellness and coaching and taking clients and booking for Reiki and birth doula. That is awesome. Proud of you. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Yes, you caught a live. Lovely day, Queen. Lovely day. Okay, so that is what I have. So, overall, this next week, I think that it's important for us to make sure that we just be mindful, be intentional. Just, lean into right now, this is how it is. And appreciate the moment, appreciate whatever it is that, life is bringing up for you. And when we get to mid-April, if you take this time right now to really, slow down and be mindful and game plan and revisit and review and complete some things. We started off talking about Saturn. That's one of the key things Saturn wants you to do. So my question is, what is it that you need to complete? I want you to think about hard things. And I want you to use the affirmation, I can do hard things. All right. I want y'all to do that for this week because that's Saturn. I want to pull up this book. I can do hard things. I want to see, do I have any? Here's a good one. I pulled up my little book. Where is it? Oh. Maybe I'm gonna get us there, y'all. Here we go. Okay. The link to this book is in the description box. If you would like a copy and you don't already have one, it's in the description box. Woo. So this is what I wanted to share with you all today. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. Audre Lorde. That sounds like something she would say. I'm like, wow, that's strong. So yeah, we're still just in this energy of slowing down, assessing what is it that we need to do. And yeah, we're gonna, yeah. That's where we are right now. Okay. And this would be a great quote for right now. All right. I might do one more reading. Let me see here. I'm sorry, I gotta go light. Let me see if I find a light. I don't know if I have a light one. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay, I'm not saying this one is light, but a lot of times it's like it doesn't beat me up. This is the Star Seed Oracle. And then we'll end it. Let's see here. Oh, okay, I'm happy. This card is called Your Life is a Canvas, Artist Manifestation, Creative Accountability. But I tell you what, we're still not getting away from Saturn. Saturn is accountability. So what do you need? What are you being held accountable over this next week? Where are you being held accountable? Are you trying to scapegoat on somebody else? Well, I didn't, they did it. I didn't do it. Or this happened because of them. Are you abdicating your power to somebody else? Remember, we want to take full responsibility for our lives right now. Everything in it, or at least take responsibility for your response. That's what the Stoics would say. I don't even know if y'all can really see that. Okay. Anywho, it says you're the artist of your life, and your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Okay, I thought I was going light. This is still Saturnian. Everywhere I look, Saturn is like, there I am. Wherever you are, there I am, Tyra. Okay, Saturn, I'm done. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts and actions with the vibration that matches them. So I just got to say this, because a lot of times we do want certain things. We have desires. That's something that, this Venus retrograde might be putting us in touch with. And it's hard to manifest them because at the end of the day, some of us have trauma. We have limiting beliefs that have been handed to us by our families. And that is the work. If you're having problems getting yourself aligned and congruent with the thing that you desire in your life, you're not a failure. It just may be, going into this subconscious mind of Pisces is going to be decent and in order for you to release whatever's there, whatever limiting belief is there. Maybe it's something very painful that happened and your body remembers it. And whenever you do something that makes that part feel unsafe, it's like, oh, we're going to sabotage her. That's what Pisces is about. One of the things that Pisces is about is like, oh, we're going to sabotage this. We're not getting ready to do that. It's known as the sign of self-undoing. But it's more of a safety issue. It's more of you just need some healing, okay? Because that's the one place in manifestation work that we have to be a little bit careful about, making people feel bad if they're having problems manifesting. Nothing's wrong with you. Sometimes it's just a little extra healing work we need to do. Okay. It's never too late to start, and no experience is required. All you need is an open heart and an open mind and consistent daily action. There we go. Erosa. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with a feeling of deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. Let's just do that right now, y'all. Take a moment. What are you grateful for? I'm so grateful that I got to spend time with both of my sons, even though it was just a few hours at my younger son's art studio. And there was so much love in that room. So many people from his childhood came from afar and near, and his classmates. It was almost 100 people at this event showing support for my son. My heart is just so full thinking about it. I'd love to hear from y'all. What are you grateful for? State out loud what you're most thankful for. Now, I want y'all to do this all week, okay? If you don't already do it all week. Look for the good in your life, and one thing will be certain. You'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. To me, that is one of the most important manifestation practices that you can have. If there's something that you want in your life, I encourage you to be grateful every day. And because I'm into Stoicism right now, that's one of the things that is taught in Stoicism. Every day, have a gratitude journal, write it down. This card is inviting you. The other thing is gratitude is healing. It literally can heal your emotions. It can help to heal the body. And I'm not saying that like if you have cancer, gratitude is going to heal your body, but it brings a level of healing and well-being to the body, because we're not going to be sitting up here denying science. Some people might get healed with gratitude. Some people better take their butt to the doctor. All right, y'all. Okay. Do you need to go to the doctor or to the health practitioner? Whoever. Go and do your gratitude. They definitely work well together. Okay. Lack of gratitude could bring, I'm going to say, like emotional and mental disease to the body, which could impact the physical body. So it's just a win-win, is what I'm saying. I have a master's of public health degree. And one of the things that we say is an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So why not practice gratitude if it's going to help keep you healthy? Let's do it. Okay. So look for the good in your life, and one thing will be certain: you'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. This card is inviting you to see your life as a canvas, and the picture is completely up to you. Color it with your thoughts and feelings. Create the life that you most long to live. You may also be called to be more creative in your everyday life. What have you been called to create? And how can you express yourself more creatively? And what I will say, let me look and see. Okay. Sometimes, in order for us to invoke these feelings of gratitude, or, how do you want paint your canvas with thoughts and feelings? Sometimes you might need to borrow somebody else's. If you don't have them, borrowing somebody else's thoughts, modeling yourself after someone who, to me, within reason, because today we got so much of this social media hype, and so many people are kind of pushed to be like these positivity type gurus or whatever, and I've fallen for them. I'm not. Hey, we all listen to them, but in my mind, I'm looking for people who, it's kind of like they're real. They're real people, and it's a little bit more natural what you're seeing. It's not like they are being this super positive and optimistic type person because they have a book to sell, which there's no judgment on that. I know I sound judgmental, but I guess what I'm saying is sometimes we are modeling people who is kind of like, I will never attain what they have. I'm just saying, find somebody who is kind of like, no, I really resonate with this person, and if I could borrow their thoughts and kind of model myself after them, it feels congruent in your body, in your soul. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Because I'm not hating. I'm not hating. Even if it sounds like I'm not, I'm not hating. I am not. I'm just more of a skeptic because I have Saturn phase going on. And when we're Saturnian, we just realistic, baby. Come on, Capricorns. I need y'all to chime in. I need the caps to chime in today. All righty. I'm gonna look at y'all's comments. I'm just gonna do this one last thing. Just a little affirmation, one more. Today, I will set the stage for peace, joy, fun, and calm in my day. I don't know if it's reading straight or not. That matches this last card, mixed a little bit with the Saturnian energy. So I love that. I have to scroll back. Let's see here. I've been sharing more of my sensual side. I'm so happy you said that. I always say I don't ask a lot of questions because if I'm supposed to know, then it'll come back to me. But I watched your Pisces. It was a short. And I thought, I'm so curious. What is going on? Not that I think it's bad. I just thought it's different from what you're doing. And so here you are letting me know, sharing your sensual side because you kept it private, but you're letting your shadow play. I love that, Marianne. I love that. I'm good. I bought my first home. You did it. You did it. Oh my gosh. Yay. Congratulations. Okay, come on. We got to do this. And let us Congratulations, Ashley. You said you were going to do it. You said it. You said it, Ashley. Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Awesome. Yes. Saturn is not playing. I'm so curious about what Saturn is going to be like going into Aries. It's actually sort of good in Pisces, but it is, what is it? Fall. Maybe it's detriment. I always get them mixed up. It's either fall or detriment. Ashley, do you know when it's in its opposite the exaltation? It feels like it should be fall, but anywho, it's not good in Aries. So it's really gonna be playing there. So yes. I'm so grateful for the beautiful women in my life. Y'all help me so much. You and me both. I love that, Christina. Oh, I'm grateful for you all. I'm grateful for SAI and all the tools we've been equipped with. Your spiritual mentees are rocking and rolling out here, Iya. Okay, I'm sorry. I just need to take a moment. Yes, y'all are. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. That's all I can say. I am so proud. I am grateful for my spiritual and physical support system. Not gonna lie. Love y'all. Love you, TJ. I am grateful for being pain free. I'm so happy to hear that. Having a place to call home. Look at you, Bliss. Because I know you were in pain for a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. We about to do this again. For Bliss. I am so happy because you made a big move and y'all went through, and look at you now. Oh, I'm grateful for all the babies being born and having a peaceful life full of love. So wonderful to the new grandmother. Oh, I'm so grateful for this weekly circle. It gives me the motivation and kick in the butt. I need to keep going. That's why I do it. We all need just that midweek dose of inspiration and connection. Love that. Love that. Confirming. Okay. Thank you. I knew I had some Capricorns in here. I'm like, I know. Capricorn stellium. Everything has been spot on. Yay. Ashe, how are you, Kiana? Glad to see you. Yeah. Oh, look at you. I'm doing my homework and listening. I'm back in school. Bliss, you doing it up. You are doing it up. So happy that everybody has been here today. I am going to go on ahead and get off. I'll just bring this back up. I want to invite you all to join us in this Business Magic Summit for everybody who is looking to have a nice little spiritual business. She is witchy. I'm like, I'm witchy, but I hope that I bring what the witches want, because I've got this, baby. That's how I describe myself. I've got it. But I do love witchiness. I love all of that. So that's why it's all magical and everything. And so you can just come in. I don't know what everybody's speaking about. I need to do a better job of looking at it, but A lot of it is just really helping people have a business where it's not all this hustle, hustle, hustle type of stuff. Now, you already know I'm in my Saturnian phase. You're gonna have to work hard. A business is not easy. Just this morning, I was like, I think I may have offended somebody. It's like, I mean, it's a lot of responsibility. And it's like you got to be willing to do hard things. And if you feel like you messed up, whether you really did or didn't, it's kind of like, hey, I got to take responsibility. I mean, this is not an easy thing. There I am. Oh my gosh. I was a baby in this picture. I was 49. Let's see here. Neuroaffirming business coach, shame alchemist, anti-capitalist astrologer. There's other ones. Oh, here's the full speaker lineup. Let's look at it, y'all. Yes, this is the page that I'm used to. So we've seen all of these ladies. She seems fun. Content creator, social media person, business astrologer, mental health counselor, self-trust coach. You need all of this for business, y'all. You need all of this. So we got a lot of coaches, creatives, tarot reader, author, professional astrologer, witchy online business coach. The reason I like this is because sometimes when we are in these spiritual businesses, is a little bit different. Sort of not. Because if you really want to have a business, you're going to just have to do straight up business stuff. But it is a little bit of a difference. Because, sometimes I tell people I ain't doing nothing when it's a certain astrology thing is going on. I have delayed taking people on as clients. It's like, yeah, we can work together, but it won't be until after this Mercury is done being retrograde, People a lot of times don't understand that kind of thing. Like here lately, I'm like, I know people want to enroll, there's some programs I want to do for people. I'm not gonna do any type of launch when it's retrograde. I'm just not. Okay, maybe a little one because I did launch my membership, and I'm like, you just weren't thinking, Tyra. You just went for it. Yeah. Sometimes I do things and I'm not really thinking that it's retrograde time. So, but a lot of times I will just tell myself, okay, well, if I did something during retrograde, I'm gonna probably abandon it and then pick it up again when the retrograde season is over. And most people don't get that kind of thing. We live in a world where it's just like, can we meet on March 1st? No, we can't meet on March 1st in my world. No, that's Venus retrograde start. No, Venus rules my moon. People don't understand that. Or I want to do a ritual. It's like ritual work is a part of the business. That's not normal. So that's one of the things that I really love about, being a part of a summit like this. And I miss business. I like teaching business and I'm not teaching business. So this is one of my ways to stay connected. Right. Yes. Awesome. Yay. Oh, yay. Woohoo. Awesome. Yeah. That's why I thought it's going to be fall then. It's Saturn is fall. And now I just have to fall in the sign is okay. So Saturn, I use the ancient planets. Saturn is exalted in Libra, which means it's fall in Aries. And that's why I'm wondering what's going to happen. What is going to happen when Saturn is in Aries? Because it's fall in Aries. When a planet is exalted, is better than good in a sign. And so if it's in the sign opposite, it's just like, I'm not happy here. Aries is hot and fiery. Saturn is cold and it's contractive. And, Aries is young. Saturn is old. It's going to be amazing. That's all I can say. Thank you, Ashley. Yes. Yes. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for stitching out with inner and outer peace. I love that, Christina. Well, I'm about to stitch out too, everybody. So if y'all would go on ahead and stitch out. I am Tirra, and I am stitching out with equanimity. And my heart is so open being here with you all. And yeah, that's a good feeling. That's a very, very good feeling. Feeling our hearts all connected. Wishing everybody a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week until we get back together again. May our circle remain unbroken. So yeah, let me know. What are you taking? What are you taking? I'm Tirra, and I am taking equanimity and so much love from my gorgeous sisters out there. Oh, I'm also taking gratitude for hearing all of this good news from you all. Okay. And yes, Saturn is not playing with us. Okay. All right. I'm gonna turn on a little music. That way it's a little bit more fun. Let's see here. What do we want to play? What do we want to play? What do we want to play? Oh, this is slow. It's not nice. All right, we'll leave out with this. Have to turn it down just a little bit because it gets warbly. I am Ashley, and I'm stitching out with gratitude. Congratulations again. Enjoy your new home. I am Barbara, and I'm stitching out with self-love. Ashe-o. I am Bliss, and I'm stitching out with love and continued motivation. You are on fire, Bliss. Keita May, stitching out with gratitude, love, and joy. I'm Oshun Kimmy, and I'm stitching out with a heart full of love and grace. Peace, goddesses, and have a nice day. Kiana, I am stitching out with gratitude and taking with me wisdom and validation. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here, Kiana. Keita May, I didn't have to say hit the like button. Good job, Earth Goddesses. Leave it up to Keita May. Bliss is also a good one too, and Felicia from being like, y'all, come on, let's hit the like button. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good one. This kind of music makes me mellow. I'm sorry, y'all. We got to do something different. We don't go to old school or something. I tell you what, we'll do this one. I need energy. I need inner. Yeah. This is how we're going into the rest of our week, baby. All right. Come on, Oshun Kimmy, let's go. Who else is gonna shake? Hey, we're taking this out with some inner here. Hey. Yes. Ooh, I stepped on a cord. Yes. Yes. Let's shake it. Ooh, I don't have on a bra. I can't. I don't have big girls, but I can't shake without a bra. Hey. We have to get our hand dance a little bit more. Yay! Go, TJ. Yes. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. Love you. I'm all over the place right now.